Thanks for kickstarting your weekend right here with us on Jamaica Magazine, the program with the information you need to know. Today, the focus is on the nation's future leaders. There's much happening across the country for the youth. Just last week, Prime Minister Andrew Holness launched another youth summer employment program, which will see parish councils employing over 2,000 young people. Between the pages, we tell you more about other programs which are engaging the nation's youth. After this short message, I'll be back with the news. Stick and stay.
Hurricanes can strike at any time. In the event of one, be prepared to act quickly. If a hurricane watch or warning has been issued, review your home disaster response plan. Map out likely routes to evacuate if your home is at risk and confirm with relatives or friends you plan to stay with. Also, confirm the location of the nearest shelter. Check your emergency supplies and restock if necessary. Remember, disasters do happen, so be prepared.
Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Friday, August 18. The Ministry of National Security and the Jamaica Constabulary Force have forged relations with the University of the West Indies to advance the training of new police recruits. The partnership was formalized on Thursday with the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding. The Provision of Training project will see the UWI training 300 recruits every 6 months for 3 years. The university will also provide housing for the recruits at the Mona campus and reconfigure lecture rooms where necessary to accommodate teaching of the curriculum. The curriculum will involve training in crime scene investigation and forensics, human rights issues, and general security. Final year social work students are also to go out with the police in communities to assist with social intervention strategies.
Our UWI School of Engineering and Computer Science Department will also collaborate with the JCF to establish a cyber team to use technology to disrupt cyber criminals, particularly scamming. Technology will also be used to improve the efficiency of the work of police officers.
Security Minister Robert Montego has described the partnership as game-changing.
Because you have 300 trainee police officers and they have to learn patrolling, the best place to patrol is on the university grounds. But the involvement of the social science students into our community-based policing unit is also a game changer, and everybody will benefit.
Major progress in the establishment of a new child protection agency is expected over the next 2 months. The agency will bring together the operations of the Office of the Children's Registry, OCR, and the Child Development Agency, CDA. Education, Youth and Information State Minister Floyd Green says that the merger is far advanced.
The committee has finished meeting and has put in place a full plan for that reformulation of a new agency to properly serve the needs of our children. We expect that by October it will be very evident that you will see our new child protection agency.
He stressed that the merger was not an exercise in staff cutting.
I keep reassuring the team this has never been a merger that looks at how you can save on personnel. This is a merger that looks at, in a very real way, how can you become more efficient and how can you expand the reach of our child protection services.
Minister Green was speaking at the recent launch of the CDA's SOEMA Child Case Management System. Wigton Wind Farm has endorsed the publication of a book that will be used as teaching material to educate secondary school students on wind energy. The book, entitled Understanding Wind Energy, Youth Repowering the Future, has been approved by the Ministry of Education for use by grades 7 to 9 students. During Wednesday's launch, Energy Minister Dr. Andrew Wheatley commended Wigton and the Petroleum Corporation of Jamaica for the decision, which he says will help to build a knowledge-based society.
The transfer of knowledge is critical for any nation to advance, and you have to take that bold step of ensuring that you transfer the knowledge that you have And you have taken a decision to start with those at a very tender age. Developing that appetite or that appreciation for the subject area.
The book was written by energy engineer Oswald King and covers the operations of wind turbines and how the different technological components work together to generate electricity. It is now available for purchase online, and there are plans to have it published and made available in stores by the end of September. Members of government and other sections of the society honored the life and legacy of the country's first national hero, Marcus Garvey, with a floral tribute at National Heroes Park yesterday. The function, which included the laying of floral arrangements at Garvey's shrine, was to commemorate the 130th anniversary of his birth. Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, Olivia Grange, hailed Garvey as a champion for social justice and education.
Marcus Garvey was a revolutionary. His weapon was education, and his mantra was black pride. He taught us that the way to achieve black power and black prosperity was through education, not bullets.
Marcus Garvey was born in St. Anne's Bay on August 17, 1887. He was conferred with the Order of the National Hero in 1969. And finally, Jamaicans are advised to take the necessary precautions and continue to monitor credible media sources as the island anticipates inclement weather associated with a tropical storm. On the forecast track, Tropical Storm Harvey is currently moving across the Eastern Caribbean and is projected to pass well south of Jamaica on Sunday into Monday. While it is not predicted that Jamaica will experience tropical storm conditions, the authorities say weather conditions across the island could deteriorate. With this will come the possibility of poor sea conditions on the south coast, flooding in low-lying areas, and landslides in hilly terrains. A small craft warning is in effect for inshore and offshore areas of the north and south coast due to strong winds and rough seas in the vicinity of showers and thunderstorms. The Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management and the Meteorological Service of Jamaica continue to watch the development of Tropical Storm Harvey. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.
The Ministry of Education, Youth and Information is committed to ensuring that every Jamaican child has the best learning environment to thrive and needs your cooperation to make the education system work successfully. That is why we are ensuring that all Jamaicans have full access to secondary education. Tuition is free of cost to you, but the government can't pay for everything, so do continue with your voluntary contributions. These contributions cover the expenses of co-curricular and sports activities and school development projects. We have also increased our support for PATH students. That's right, PATH students are not expected to make contributions, and they will be provided with 5 days of free lunches. We know that a hungry child cannot learn. The ministry has implemented a literature book rental program, free insurance and IDs for PATH students in high schools. This government cares for you. We believe that every child can learn. Every child must learn.
Left, right, left, right. The government is on the move with the Jamaica Defence Force to empower young people with the Learn, Earn, Give, Save, or LEGS program. Find out more next.
If you had the opportunity to learn a skill, earn while you're doing that, save from what you're earning, and give back to society, would you take it?
Well, yes. There's a lot of opportunity there.
So I believe being a part of this initiative is a good step.
These youngsters did, 250 of them. They are the first batch of recruits who will be trained by the Jamaica Defence Force, JDF, this year under the newly instituted National Service Corps NSC program. Approximately 1,000 persons ages 18 to 23 are being targeted each year for professional development. They will benefit from military, vocational and life skills training over the one-year period.
The government of Jamaica wants to leverage the incredible training skills of the Jamaica Defense Force to use that to spread right across Jamaica, to get our young men and women who are seeking to develop themselves, who are looking for an alternative to the life that they now lead.
The training falls under the Learn, Earn, Give and Save program, or LEGS for short. The aim is to assist young people who, by virtue of their circumstances, are deemed vulnerable. So government, through the LEGS program, is engaging youth who are not enrolled in an approved educational institution or employed to find work and be trained in a marketable skill.
I'm glad to be a part of the start of this program because it's a wonderful one.
I just wish to be the change everybody talks about. This program have a lot to offer. You know, if you decide to choose a career path, this is the right path as well.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness met with the recruits just before they headed off to the JDF training facility at Newcastle. He encouraged them to make the best of the opportunity.
The success of the program depends on you. You are going to make this program successful for the others who will follow. How you take on to training, how you take on to national service, how you maintain the discipline and high standards of the Army, how you maintain the spirit of the Army, and how you give back to the society. This will determine whether or not the program is a success. And as I look around, I see eager young men, ready and willing to serve, ready and willing to take advantage of the opportunity you're given.
The training will equip the recruits with the ability to solve problems, manage stress, and lead healthy lifestyles. During the training period, recruits will undergo a modified version of the JDF's traditional basic military training. They will also undergo on-the-job training in various aspects of the JDF's operation units. These include the Coast Guard, Air Wing, and Engineering Unit. The recruits will also be trained in conflict resolution, communication, critical thinking, and general life skills.
It's actually a good step towards the future.
You get to learn a lot of skills and gain more knowledge than what you have got.
Upon completion of the program, participants will be given an opportunity to continue as soldiers in the JDF or join other government agencies.
I hope to achieve skills that will help me to take on the life that is set forth for my future.
Everyone wins at the end of the day. It's not just about a batch graduating to become a soldiers while others are just filtered back in the society. Everyone will be given an opportunity to do a work experience program at the end, which will allow them to be more qualified and more equipped for the world going forward.
This engagement of young people is a broader plan of the government to provide 25,000 work opportunities this year. So far, approximately 15,000 jobs have been identified through the formation of several core groups. These include the document management and digitization, environmental management, geographic information systems, infrastructure and construction, registration, verification and audit, hospitality core, as well as the National Service Enlistment Program of the JDF. At the end of their tenure,
your possibilities are endless. You would be far more employable than if you had not gone through this program.
The Prime Minister strongly believes that by involving youth in meaningful activities, it will reduce the chances of them being involved in illegal activities or even having the thought to do so. He pointed out that similar programs have been implemented in other countries, such as Israel, Switzerland, and South Korea, resulting in great discipline, orderliness, and togetherness.
We note that in those societies crime and social disorder is low. But productivity and order and discipline and lawfulness is high.
This is the kind of transformation that's been targeted for Jamaica as the government trains and employs thousands of youth each year.
We want a productive Jamaica. We are not productive Jamaicans. Productivity to move forward on this land. Productivity, that's the way to go, we should understand. Productivity is the way to go for all us Jamaicans. Small business, big business, old and young, we are tell every woman and man. We want growth and prosperity for a better nation with a building plan. So we can build our product and sell our product and put more money in our hand. Our economy can rise to a level and build a better nation. Productivity to move forward on this land. Productivity, that's the way to go, we should understand. Productivity to move forward on this land. Productivity, that's the way to go, we should understand. Productivity.
Productivity, pathway to prosperity. A message brought to you by the Jamaica Productivity Center, a department of the Ministry of Labor and Social Security.
Nominations are now open for the 2017 Prime Minister's Youth Awards for Excellence. Persons 15 to 29 years old may apply and be recognized for their work in 11 exciting categories. There's also a Jamaica 55 commemorative category for youth engaged in community-based volunteerism. Access nomination forms by visiting moey.gov.jm, youthjamaica.com, or any youth information center across the island. Nominations close August 31.
Some adults often say young people aren't interested in agriculture as they don't want to get their hands dirty. But there are a number of youngsters who are reversing that talk. Young people getting involved in agriculture and even modernizing the sector. Take a look at these youngsters who are making waves with their innovative projects.
I'm studying general agriculture. I want to be a veterinarian.
Bioengineer. I want to manage my own agricultural business.
They are the future of the agriculture sector and are working towards making a significant impact.
You have certain crops in Jamaica that are being depleted. I would like to re-engineer those crops and bring them back into the world. I'm planning to do something similar to this, or if I can fine-tune the same thing and rename it into a brand that I can offer to the economy, I want to do this.
This is the KISA model, a project that highlights an approach that can be taken by farmers to treat recycled water on their farms to irrigate field crops.
The main purpose of this layout right here is to have an environment where we try to have less economic problems, try to build up a system that is economically and environmentally friendly.
The idea and design came out of a need to implement such a system on the grounds of their Hanover-based agricultural school. The Nakalva students also believe that the KISA model will be able to sustain farmers through periods of low rainfall and drought. Here is how it will work. Say you are a pig farmer. Each time you wash the pig pen, that water can be channeled to various treatment points. The water, along with the waste substance, will then pass through a biodigester, allowing you to produce your own energy for your farm as well as manure.
In the biogas digester, anaerobic bacteria breaks down or digests the material and releases a gas known as methane gas. This methane gas is then sent to the control station where our generator converts this gas into energy and is used up on the farm on a day-to-day basis. So after the biogas digester, the solid part of the material is sent to the drying bed In the drying bed, it is left open where it can be dried completely. After it is dried, the material is then used back in our outfield and our greenhouse as organic material or manure.
Following that is the water treatment process. The liquid from the drying pond is sent to the anaerobic pond, which is the first stage of treatment.
In this pond, there's a substance known as BOD. BOD is biological chemical oxygen demand. This is the amount of oxygen that bacteria requires to break down organic matter. It is reduced by 85% in the anaerobic pond, and in the second pond, which is the facultative pond, it is reduced by 95%. In the facultative pond, algae is present to add additional oxygen to the water by photosynthesis. And doing this, the algae also removes nitrates and phosphate, therefore purifying the water a little further.
From here, water moves to maturation ponds 1 and 2. This process is to move coliform bacteria.
Anaerobic respiration occurs at the bottom of the pond. The main purpose is to reduce pathogens like bacteria, viruses, E. coli, and no chlorine. Then it will travel in a channel to storage pond, where the water stays there.
This storage pond will also facilitate rainwater harvesting.
This harvested water is used to lower the pH of the water stored in the storage pond, and it is also used to spread out the level of pathogen in the water. This is done because there is a recommended level of pathogen per liter in the water, and doing this will reduce the amount of concentration of pathogen in that specific liter. After the treatment of the water, it is then sent to the control station where the generator and pump is activated, and it is dispersed into our outfields and in our greenhouse irrigation system.
So I believe that this is one of the best ideas that all Jamaican farmers should partake in. Not only that it is very beneficial to our economy, it is also beneficial to your pockets. To get this started, it is not really an easy process, but over a period of time you'll realize that because you are creating your own energy, you don't have to go ahead and buy water, because you're the one reusing, recycling your water, you're the one harvesting your water, you're the one treating it, so you don't have to pay to do all of those processes.
It is this application of technology and innovation within the agriculture sector that is being promoted by Portfolio Minister Caenwood.
We have to become technology savvy, and we have to introduce it at all elements of agriculture, because that's the only way that we are going to be on the cutting edge of competition.
And the Minister Caenwood is encouraging young people to be part of this transformation by choosing areas of agriculture as careers.
The future of Jamaica's agriculture must rely on the wisdom of the old, but the energy of the young. They are the ones who are going to carry this process forward.
A recent report from the Statistical Institute of Jamaica reveals that more Jamaicans are now employed than at any other period in the country's history. The number of persons securing employment peaked at over 1.2 million in April. That's over 35,800 more than the 1.1 million employed in April 2016. These positive indications for the labor market are a significant improvement over the period October 2008 to July 2011, when more than 90,000 jobs were lost as a result of the global recession. Now, there are industries showing improvements in employment. Of note are real estate, renting, and business activities such as the business process outsourcing sector. Agriculture, forestry and fishing, wholesale and retail repair of motor vehicles and equipment, transport, storage and communications are also showing job growth. The continued improvement in the labor market is great news in our 55th year of independence, particularly so for the nation's youth. As highlighted throughout today's show, there are various avenues for young people to be positively active. Aside from the LEGS program, there's also the Housing, Opportunity, Production and Employment, HOPE program. And if you're at home doing nothing, not in school, not working, that's not the life the government envisions for you. Contact your area representative and ask them to assist you in being a more productive citizen. The future of the nation's youth is our concern.
If you still haven't gotten all your child's textbooks or want to help others with theirs, the JIS Book Exchange program remains open. Donate, exchange or share textbooks that you no longer need, whether they are new or used. For infant, primary, high or even university students, exchange or share your books. Pass them on to those that need them. Drop them off at JIS's head office on 58A Halfway Tree Road or email pr@gis.gov.jm to make arrangements for drop-off. For further information, contact the Public Relations and Marketing Department at 9291919 or 926359024. Join the mission and be a part of the JIS Book Exchange Initiative.
You've got to start at ABC.
This is where the pages close for today. But before we go, just to inform you that the forecast for this weekend is showing showers and possible thunderstorms. Stay dry and be careful when crossing flooded streets, even if driving. For more information on the features carried in today's magazine, log in to jis.gov.jm. That's our website. You may also visit our social media pages. There you'll find loads of information on all matters of government and public affairs. I'm Theodore Henry. Do have a wonderful weekend.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.